In a 2002 magazine article, Trump called Epstein a terrific guy, adding, "It is even said he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side."
As the government shutdown is one step closer to reopening, we have new emails that were released between Ghislaine Maxwell and none other than Jeffrey Epstein pertaining to Donald Trump. Now, as you heard in the intro, Trump thinks that Jeffrey Epstein was a terrific guy, even like young women, the beautiful ones on the younger side. Well, we're going to go over those emails today. And today is the 218th vote for the petition to release the Epstein files. So, what's done in the dark will come to light. Donald Trump, you were on deck, or should I say, Donald Steen, you were on deck. My name is Modi J. This is The Mo You Know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get this channel to 2,000 subscribers, and let's jump into these new emails that were released pertaining to Donald J. Trump. Email number 1 from Ghislaine Maxwell, sent on April 2nd, 2011, 7:09 p.m. to none other than Vacation, Jeffrey Epstein at gmail.com. Now, the original email says, from Jeffrey Epstein on April 2nd, "I want you to realize that the dog hasn't barked is Trump. The victim's name is redacted. Spent hours at my house with them. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there." Now, the response is from Ghislaine Maxwell that says, "I have been thinking about that." So in the first email, we see Epstein saying that Trump has been at his house with a victim that was trafficked. We know Jeffrey Epstein was convicted and eventually deleted himself, quote unquote. But Donald Trump was around his victim for hours at his house.
Have you ever had a personal relationship with Donald Trump?
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
If you're innocent, why are you taking the 5th Amendment?
As we seen from the email, Donald Trump was allegedly around this victim for hours upon hours, but the dog never barked, which is Donald Trump, and his name was never mentioned. But then we have a deposition of Jeffrey Epstein taking the 5th Amendment when he was asked, did he have a relationship with Donald Trump around women under the age of 18? Let's not say women, children under the age of 18. But he pled the 5th. But the emails correspond to that. Email number 2 that was released from January 31st, 2019, 10:47 p.m. This is Jeffrey Epstein's Gmail to Michael Wolff, who's been documenting Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. The victim's name has been redacted, Mar-a-Lago, and then there's a long redaction of probably names and a location. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls. He asked Ghislaine to stop. Please note that this information contained in this communication is confidential, may be attorney-client privilege, may constitute inside information, is intended only for the use of the addresses. It is the property of Jeffrey Epstein. So Donald Trump, according to Jeffrey Epstein in 2019, during his presidency, was still sending emails saying that Donald Trump did in fact know about the girls that were being trafficked. Now, if we cross-reference that email with Donald Trump knowing about the girls and talking to Ghislaine about it, Ghislaine in her legal documents said, "I think they were friendly," referring to Donald Trump and Epstein, like people are in social settings. I don't think they were close friends, or I certainly never witnessed the president in any of, I don't recall ever seeing him in the house, for instance. But we have emails from Jeffrey Epstein saying that Donald Trump to Ghislaine was in the house for several hours. We know that he took the 5th when it came to asking did he have a relationship with Trump in front of minors. And it's crazy that Ghislaine Maxwell has just been moved to a minimum security prison after having a meeting with Donald Trump's old defense lawyer. You see how everything is making sense now? Donald Trump knew everything that was going on?
I never had the privilege of going to his island, and I did turn it down, but a lot of people in Palm Beach were invited to his island. In one of my very good moments, I turned it down. I didn't want to go to his island.
The last email that was released from Michael Wolff on December 16th, 2015 at 4:26 p.m. to Jeffrey Epstein. Subject, heads up, importance, high. I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if he really looks like he could win, you could save him, generating a debt. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of a political correctness, which is to be outlawed in a Trump regime. Now, the emails prior to that leading up to it came on December 15th at 8 p.m. from Michael Wolff. He said, I hear CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in scrum afterwards. Then the next email was, if we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? And that's where they went into, I think we should let him hang himself, which is exactly what we're seeing right now. Donald Trump, every time he speaks on the Jeffrey Epstein issue, more leaks come out. We've seen the letter that he signed of the woman's body with his signature on it. And now these emails and the vote is about to come out. Well, Donald Trump, you and Jeffrey Epstein, you guys' relationship is about to be on front page news, and we're going to get the facts from everything that's been happening. But in case you guys are tired of hearing about this, let's let Donald explain to you what's really going on with this Epstein case.
I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going.
Well, Donald Trumpstein, the reason this continues to go on is because you told us that you were very transparent. Caroline Levitt said that this is the most transparent administration ever in history. So we just expect to get the facts and the truth from you, Donald. And plus, you said you were going to release the files. So that's all we're waiting on. There will be a vote within the House of Representatives for a petition to release it. And then every single senator and representative will have to go on file saying they either vote to release the files or vote to continue to protect predators. We'll see how this plays out. I'm Mo.J. This is The Mo You Know. And remember, don't believe what Donald says. Believe what the black and white says. And they say that Donald Trump has been at the house around minors for hours upon hours. Hit that like button. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching.